All right, so we're down here in the first bottom again. Just cleared a trail into this bottom up towards the house. That trail's been blocked for years. It's not drivable. So all this is basically done. I'm not gonna do too much more with it until we burn it. But piles are still here. So we had a storm come through this past weekend. So it's pretty wet down here. But there is fresh deer and turkey tracks in here, which is good. You know, turkey season couldn't get ready to come in. So I'm gonna work this end of the field right here today. Most of it's cut up, it just got to be moved. So it's nothing crazy. The majority of it will probably just go over the rock wall into the middle there. This coming up weekend, I'll be gone, so I can't burn. But hoping the weekend following we can get a dry week. So not this week, but next. Hopefully it stays fairly dry, and we can get this little island burnt, get these piles burnt, and get this field sprayed and disc up. Yeah, so I don't know. There's quite a bit of stuff here. Doesn't look like a whole lot, but it's a little stuff. So we'll try to get it cleaned up. Don't really want to pile it up over in the fields, but I don't know, man. It just actually just throwing it over the rock wall, and we'll just get a burn and a fire runs through there. So yeah, we're gonna work on getting this stuff picked up here. It's already down all the way to that end. All this right here, and then I'll start tackling. I'll start tackling that right there. So yeah, we're gonna keep on working. If everything goes good today, hopefully I can get this spot done, and then I can move over to open up another trail. But yeah, this field is basically done. We opened it up a lot, so we'll have a bigger food plot, some more food for the deer, and hopefully come turkey season we'll be able to make one flop in here. But I want to get onto this, and we'll go from there. All right, so I'm done with this spot now. That spot is an absolute mess. I don't want to. There's a deer over staring at me right through that hole right there. Anyways, been sitting here chainsawing, and it's weird. So that's gonna require that whole haze tree to come down. It's quite a mess. I personally don't want to deal with it. So it's just a bunch of thorns and vines, and the haze tree's up and it's broke off. So I can't really cut a few limbs and have it all come down. So that deer's still coming. Anyways, down through here, I got it all either pushed over or I made another pile right here. It's either over there. I don't want to put too much fuel over there because there's some walnuts and some oaks I want to keep, so I don't want to kill those. There's a couple oaks down here. There's one locust tree. I'll worry about him another year. The cedar tree I'll worry about another year. But all the brush is just laid around over there. Whenever we come in to burn, there's a bunch of leaves here, so there's a bunch of fuel, leaves and twigs here. So there's a lot of fuel here on this side, up to about this point. So we're gonna clean out around the cedar tree and the oak trees when we burn. That way it won't, the fire won't kill them. All right, well, it's 1 o'clock. I'm going to head to the house. Trail still got a bunch of little shrubbery on it. I've moved a bunch of I moved all the big stuff. Pond's right there, so we'll finish this up tomorrow. I'm gonna finish up this trail. The trail that was up and around the pond is grown up. I'm gonna do it. The trail's not clear, but it's okay. We'll make it clear. Made it. It needs a little bit of work. We'll finish it up tomorrow. Well, we made it back down here, right where we left off yesterday. Right at the end of this trail going up and around the pond here. So, we're going to work on this today. This won't take very much longer. A little bit of cutting, but mainly a lot of pickup. From where I just started, as you can tell, I just dropped things yesterday. So yeah, this won't take very long to get done. And trying to decide what I'm gonna do after that. But I'm trying to get these trails open, get our access going better on everything. So yeah, so these will act as bullet trails for moving around the farm, but also they will act as fire breaks when we go to start burning stuff. So it just kind of knocks us. The more trails we put in, the more sectional the farm is, so that when we go to burn it, it's a lot easier. So yeah, I'm gonna go start picking this up, and we'll go from there. I'll probably go through and pick up, then go through and cut what needs to be cut, and then go through and pick up again. So that's the plan, and we're gonna get with it. So trail's done. You can go around the old trail again. I started knocking down unwanted trees over here. There's a few oaks I left standing. I still have that little cluster, which I'll show you in a second, over there. Started clearing out anything inside the full trail that runs up through here. Anything over here. This summer, I'm sure it's gonna get dried up. This pond doesn't hold water very well anymore. Probably because of the big trees that are on the dam. But yeah, when it dries up some more, I'll knock all these trees, whatever, I don't know what kind of trees they even are. But I'll cut all of them down this summer. But yeah, so this will be something its own little burn at some point. Probably do that before we do this, just so this can all this right here can be a fire break. And there's a pretty good trail going up. If you go across the dam there and go straight up, it goes up to the killing tree, up and around to the killing tree, I guess. But yeah, so that's a good fire break. Of course, we'll make it wider, and we'll have this whole section. It's probably 4 acres here, maybe. Maybe more, actually, maybe closer to 5, all up through here. But there's a lot of oak in there. Oak to cedar tree ratio is pretty even, honestly. So this is a good spot to work on. At some point, we'll work on behind us, get the cedar trees down. But this is only the first month of 10-year project, so we got plenty of time to get everything done. But I'll drive y'all up here, y'all can see what's going on. as you can see, it's a little better view. I've cut this side. I'll say left little oak trees. There's several oak trees in this little cluster, but we'll get all these little cedar trees down, and I'll probably pull them away from the oak trees, just so when we burn it, it doesn't get too intense. Maybe at some point I'll clear from here over to there. Get a little pocket right there. The smaller cedar trees, get them knocked down and drug down this way. Open this pond back up. I remember there's a stand, you can barely see it in there, but you used to be able to sit in there, you used to be able to see all this. Right now deer can get from the cedar thicket behind me down to the water without really even being seen. And at some point I'll have somebody come in here and fix the pond so it'll hold water. The pond, honestly, it should be the base of that tree is where the water should be. We'll get all these trees off the dam, rework the dam, I'm sure. But yeah, that's years and years down the road. But as you can see, there's a lot of oak all up through here. Most of those are oak, some of them aren't. But if we can get that cleaned up, we'll be in business. Let's go. This trail hasn't been passed in years, honestly. This is that trail I was telling you about coming across the dam. See, it's fairly wide, but the tree tops still touch. So we'll have to take some probably off both sides and drag them up out of the way. That way it makes a bigger fire break here. Then it comes right down, it goes right across the dam of the pond. So there's several small oak trees here trying to grow. I may end up coming here and knocking a few of these cedar trees that are trying to cover them up. That one's actually really trying to cover them. I looked at 90 degrees up there over top of them. But just get them on the ground. Let these oak trees get some sunlight, let them grow. That's the trees we want. We don't want all these cedars. So yeah, we're making progress. So we're going out of here and we'll go home and put some grass seed out. Later, y'all.